Hello, hi, hey, welcome to my unfiltered YouTube channel where you are encouraged to be the unfiltered version of yourself. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so we can be free and unleashed together. One thing is for sure, the internet will not allow someone like Maurice Scott to slide by after saying such disrespectful and unloving things towards his wife Kimmi, who has been nothing but extra supportive of Maurice. Kimmi has sacrificed a lot to be with the traditional dictator Maurice Scott. Let's talk about it. Watch the video to the end so we can talk about it in the comments below. After watching the interviews both Kimmi and Maurice did with Carlos King and Fox Soul, it appears that Maurice is not even remotely aware of what Kimmi is sacrificing just to be with him. Then, after constantly choosing to sacrifice in order to support Maurice as a traditional man and provider he claims to be, Kimmi has to bear the brunt of all of Maurice's bad choice of commentary and decisions. While Maurice and Carlos can be seen laughing and joking during their interview discussing very sensitive topics regarding Kimmi, Kimmi is left to deal with her emotions about what Maurice allows to spew out of his mouth without giving any consideration about how they will affect her. It is such a tragedy. Thanks to the online viewers, bloggers, and fans for holding him accountable for the shrewd things Maurice said about his loving and kind wife. Kimmi deserves so much more than what she is currently receiving from Maurice. Kimmi is making big sacrifices that is yet to reveal any benefit for her. Kimmi has sacrificed 7 whole years of dating Maurice before getting married in 2018 during the first season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Maurice explains and says in an interview with Carlos King that when they were dating, he looked at Kimmi like $1 million that was lying on the ground and no one picked up. He continues to say that he thought something must be wrong with her if nobody has claimed her yet. Also, during this time of dating, it is not clear whether Maurice was officially divorced from his ex-wife Kaiwa. It is said that Kimmi and Maurice started dating prior to Maurice and Kaiwa's divorce being finalized. Kaiwa shared that she believes a line was crossed because although Maurice and Kimmi state that they were friends and only started dating after the divorce was final, Kaiwa believes otherwise. For 6 seasons and 5 years of being married to Kimmi, Maurice intentionally leaves Kimmi to face and deal with his ex-wife Kaiwa, alluding to a rumor that Kimmi was the side chick. Kimmi sacrificed her freedom of enjoying life kid-free. By the time Maurice and Kimmi married, Jalen, Kimmi's son, whom she raised on her own, was 21 years old. Being that she had raised Jalen on her own, Kimmi really wanted to experience life kid-free. However, she sacrificed her freedom and peace of mind for Maurice, who made plans to have his son Maurice Monster Jr. to move in with them without considering Kimmi's concerns. Kimmi expressed her concerns during season 1 and is still having to reiterate those same concerns during the current season 6. Therefore, it is evident that Maurice clearly does not and has not taken into account Kimmi's feelings. Kimmi feared being left to raise Maurice's son, who was 10 years old at the time, with little to no help from Maurice. Not only does Maurice want Monster to move in with them, but Maurice makes plans to move his ex-wife Kaiwa to Huntsville and stated that he would even pay for a house for Kaiwa so that she can move to Huntsville. Kimmi sacrificed her 20-year nursing career for Maurice. Maurice pushed Kimmi to quit her nursing job to go into the real estate business with him. Kimmi really enjoyed her nursing job and was content with her career. However, Maurice somehow managed to convince Kimmi to leave her 20-year career. Fans were heartbroken to hear in 2022 that Kimmi had been diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer. What many may not know is after leaving her nursing job, she had a lapse in insurance coverage, which caused her to miss her mammogram appointment. Kimmi had to undergo a waiting period after switching to a new insurance carrier and making a new appointment slipped her mind. Kimmi's choice to leave her nursing job had an effect on her detecting the cancer earlier. Although it has only been a year since her diagnosis, Kimmi is now seen making yet another sacrifice as she sits beside her husband Maurice on Fox Soul interview and try her best to defend Maurice's disturbing comments from his interview with Carlos King. So what exactly did Maurice say? In June on Carlos King's show, Maurice expressed his need for sex. He mentioned that although Kimmi does not desire sex as much now due to cancer causing her to have a low libido, he says when she bends over and take it, what Kimmi is doing is admirable as a spouse to roll over and suffer through it. Listeners, bloggers, fans, and critics all are appalled at his choice of words. It was summarized by many that Maurice was pretty much putting his so-called need for sex above Kimmi's health. People were disgusted by Maurice's sexual commands, especially considering that Kimmi was battling cancer. In July, Kimmi and Maurice later appeared on Fox Soul to supposedly clear up the statements Maurice made. Unfortunately, their interview only made it worse. Despite Claudia and Funky Diva giving Maurice several opportunities to rephrase what he said or say anything nice regarding Kimmi and the situation, Maurice instead chose to pretty much stand by what he said. It appeared that every time Maurice talked, Kimmi appeared disturbed. And when asked by Funky Diva if she was okay, she stated she was trying to listen to Maurice's answers and refrain from interrupting him because she felt like Maurice was not answering the questions. I am sure Kimmi has asked herself countless times whether the sacrifices she has made so far are worth being married to Maurice. Despite how she has been mistreated and disregarded by her husband, fans believe that she will remain married to Maurice, although many are encouraging her to leave him. In my opinion, Kimmi made some big sacrifices just to be married to Maurice, and Maurice appears to either be oblivious to them or just not care. We have yet to see him take her out on a nice date, getaway, or shower her with love, appreciation, and gratitude. Their whole existence on Love and Marriage Huntsville has been overshadowed by Maurice, his ex-wife, and Maurice's son. At the season 1 reunion, Kimmi shared that Kaiwa has constantly had bad words for her by calling her a trick and a hoe and saying that Kimmi does not know what she got, referring to Maurice, and saying, wait till you see, you gonna find out. And when I see Kimmi and Kaiwa have another sit down during the current season, season 6, I am led to believe Kaiwa was more than likely sitting there thinking, I told you so, and probably getting a good laugh about all of these things that Maurice is saying and has put Kimmi through. I'm not one to tell another person whether they should leave or stay in their relationship. I just hope Kimmi really reevaluates her relationship with Maurice. I'm sure she is probably holding on to the hope that in 2 more years, the now 16-year-old monster, Maurice's son, will be out of school and hopefully on his way to college. Kimmi might feel that once Monster is grown, her and Maurice may be able to enjoy some freedom in their marriage to reconnect and live a peaceful life. I just hope Kimmi gets her happy ending because she is too kind to settle for anything less. What are your thoughts on Kimmi making these sacrifices for her marriage? What sacrifices have you made or would you make to be with your spouse? What sacrifices would you never make to be with your spouse? Like, comment, and subscribe below.